Superheroes and video games. Even though they don't always get along swimmingly, for the most part they are definitely made for each other. And it should come as no surprise that I have played my fair share of comic book based games in my time. Well, that's what this episode is all about. So without further ado, here are my top 5 favorite comic book video games of all time. Marvel vs. Capcom 2. In the entire series that is Marvel fighting games made by Capcom, this is definitely my favorite, even if they have to share half the roster with Capcom characters. From the team dynamic, to the pacing, to the extensive list of characters, and to the fact that there is both a Bone Claw Wolverine and an Adamantium Wolverine, how could anyone not love this game? And to be clear, I'm not even much of a fighting game kinda guy. This series is just that good that it makes this list. And in case you were wondering, my standard team of choice is Spider-Man, Ken, and Adamantium Wolverine. Marvel Ultimate Alliance. I have this game over 3 different systems, my Game Boy Advance, my PS2, and it came free with my Xbox 360. I have beaten it over and over again, both by myself and with friends. From all the unlockable secrets to the trivia section that rewards comic book nerd knowledge, and to the fact that the game has a great selection to choose from, this was a Marvel lover's dream. And once again, in case you were wondering, my standard team was Spider-Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, and Captain America. Hulk Ultimate Destruction. This game was by far better than anyone expected it to be. When the Hulk movie seemed to be struggling, who would ever expect that the video game would hit the nail on the head? And it definitely did. The design of the characters, the look of the game, and even the plot managed to get everything I like about the Hulk right, and in addition, it also made for a great game. Free roaming in different environments, the ability to turn cities into your own personal playground, and a lot of bonus material to keep you busy made this game a lot like GTA. But you get to be the Hulk instead of a car thief, which as far as I'm concerned is definitely an upgrade. Spider-Man 2. This was my go-to favorite comic book game for years. It was a lot like Ultimate Destruction, but even better. A full recreation of Manhattan to swing around in, and the ability to go from web swinging to walking seamlessly, which a lot of people take for granted now, but was a big deal at the time. And not to mention a whole host of side missions to give you your money's worth. There was just so much to do in this game. Having random crime to take care of, delivering pizza, finding hidden tokens, Tobey Maguire reprising his role as Spider-Man, and if all that wasn't enough, then how about the inclusion of villains we've never seen in films? Plus, the warehouse with the villain gauntlet is one of my favorite features in any game of any kind ever. And I really never thought I would ever find a superhero game that I would like better than this. However, number 1, Batman Arkham City. No surprise really, this is the greatest comic book video game franchise of all time. It really puts you in the boots of the Dark Knight and rewards your comic book love with so many hidden details and homages. Voice casted to perfection for their lead roles and given a great look that fits the exact right tone for Batman, and not to mention the best combat fighting system of all time. Combine all those together and you get my favorite superhero game that there ever was. Oh, and by the way, this series is the reason why I said only 1 entry per franchise, because if I didn't, then this list would be very Arkham heavy. But why did I pick Arkham City above the rest? Well, while Arkham Asylum was the game that started it all, and it did have a great tagline with "There is no haven, only asylum." And while Arkham Knight was definitely brilliant, Arkham City was the perfect blend and had almost everything that I ever wanted. Also, the storyline for the game was the most riveting out of the whole series for me. But what I really love most about this franchise is that although it did spin off into becoming its own thing, it started out as a game that was truly based off of the comics and not a Batman cartoon or movie. For me, Batman Arkham City is the ultimate comic book video game experience. Well, there you go. Tell me what some of your favorite comic book video games are. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching, and this has been Dave Knows.